Welcome to today's Lost Souls, where we bring you the most impactful and unforgettable stories from around the world. Today, we remember the lives of remarkable individuals whose legacies continue to inspire and resonate. From iconic musicians to trailblazing activists, join us as we celebrate their extraordinary contributions and bid farewell to those who have left an indelible mark on our lives. Stay tuned for a journey through their incredible stories.
Richard Norton. Richard Norton, a name synonymous with action and martial arts on screen, passed away at the age of 67. He was more than just an actor. Richard was a seasoned martial artist who became a household name for his performances in action-packed films during the 80s and 90s. His enduring legacy is marked by the roles he portrayed that captured the essence of strength, discipline, and resilience, both in his on-screen persona and in real life. Born in 1956 in Australia, Richard grew up with a passion for martial arts. His early years were filled with an unwavering dedication to perfecting his skills, whether it was in boxing, karate, or jiu-jitsu. It was clear early on that Richard was destined for greatness in the martial arts world. His journey began when he moved to the United States to pursue a career in both teaching and competing. His skill set was impressive, but it was his drive to share his passion that led him to eventually teach martial arts to others. In the late 70s, Richard's life took a turn towards cinema. His first big break came when he was cast as a stuntman in various action films. This gave him the chance to showcase his martial arts skills in a way that was both thrilling and authentic. It wasn't long before he began landing leading roles, starring alongside legends like Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee, students in films that became iconic in the martial arts genre. Richard's athleticism, combined with his charismatic screen presence, earned him the respect of both his peers and his audience. However, Richard wasn't just limited to acting. He also worked behind the scenes as a choreographer and stunt coordinator, helping to design some of the most thrilling fight sequences in cinema. His contributions extended to popular television series and movies, where his expertise elevated every fight scene, making them both believable and spectacular. Beyond his success in film, Richard Norton was also a deeply spiritual man. His practice of martial arts was always intertwined with his philosophy on life, and he taught his students that martial arts was as much about mental and spiritual discipline as it was about physical strength. His calm demeanor and humility were a stark contrast to the intensity of his performances on screen. In his later years, Richard found joy in giving back to the community by teaching the younger generation about martial arts, self-discipline, and respect. He believed in instilling confidence and resilience in his students, much like he had done throughout his own life. Richard often said that the greatest joy came from seeing his students grow not just in skill but as individuals. Richard Norton's passing is a loss to both the entertainment industry and the martial arts community. His contributions to both will be remembered through the countless performances he gave, the lives he touched, and the legacy he left behind. Clive Revill. Clive Revill, a renowned actor whose career spanned over 6 decades, passed away at the age of 91. He was an actor whose versatility and distinctive voice made him a beloved figure in both the stage and film industries. Revill's career was marked by his remarkable ability to take on a wide variety of roles, from deeply dramatic performances to light-hearted comedic characters. His contribution to theater and film left an indelible mark, and his passing signifies the end of an era for many fans of classic cinema. Born in 1930 in New Zealand, Clive Revill's journey to fame began on the stage. From a young age, he exhibited an extraordinary talent for acting, and his deep love for performance led him to pursue a career in theater. He quickly became a staple in New Zealand's theatrical scene, before expanding his horizons to the international stage. By the 1950s, Revill had made his way to London, where he became known for his exceptional acting abilities in both Shakespearean plays and contemporary works. Clive's career in the theater was marked by his powerful stage presence and his ability to breathe life into a wide range of characters. His performance in The Miser by Molière and Shakespeare's Twelfth Night were just some of the roles that cemented his place as one of the most respected actors of his generation. But it was in Hollywood where Revill would become a household name. He found success in both movies and television, capturing audiences' attention with his diverse character portrayals. Clive's voice, in particular, became one of his most recognized assets. He lent his iconic voice to several animated series, one of the most memorable being his role as the voice of the character of the Emperor in the 1977 animated film Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. His portrayal of the sinister Emperor Palpatine would go on to become one of the most legendary vocal performances in the history of film. Though the character's appearance was brief, Clive's deep, chilling voice brought a sense of foreboding that has remained iconic for generations of Star Wars fans. Beyond his work in film and television, Clive Reville continued to perform on stage, returning to his theatrical roots later in life. He was widely regarded for his professional dedication and his ability to consistently perform at the highest level, regardless of the medium or the type of role. His work in both dramatic and comedic roles showed his extraordinary range as an actor. Off-screen, Clive was known for his kindness and his humility. Despite his impressive career, he never let fame overshadow his love for the craft of acting. He was deeply committed to mentoring young actors and believed in the power of performance to inspire change and provoke thought. Clive Reville's passing leaves behind a legacy of remarkable performances that span multiple genres and generations. His contributions to theater, television, and film will continue to influence the arts for years to come. Though he is no longer with us, Clive Reville's performances and the voices he brought to life will never be forgotten. Susan Senko. Susan Senko, a remarkable actress known for her work on both stage and screen, passed away at the age of 56. Her career, though not as widely known as some of her contemporaries, left an indelible mark on those who had the privilege of seeing her perform. Her dedication to her craft, coupled with her understated yet compelling presence, made her a beloved figure in the world of acting. Susan's legacy will continue to resonate, not just for her performances, but for the grace and humility she embodied in both her professional and personal life. Born and raised in a small town, Susan discovered her love for acting early on. She was a natural talent, quickly becoming involved in school plays and local theater productions. By the time she reached adulthood, her passion for acting had grown into a professional ambition. She moved to New York City to attend one of the nation's premier drama schools, where she refined her skills and developed a deep understanding of the art of performance. Susan's career started with small, independent films and theater productions, but it was her ability to make any role she played feel deeply personal that set her apart. She was known for her ability to bring characters to life in such a way that audiences couldn't help but feel connected to her. Whether it was a heartfelt drama or a quirky comedy, Susan's performances were always filled with nuance and sincerity. Her talent didn't demand the spotlight. Instead, she excelled in roles that required her to step into the background, always serving the story rather than herself. In addition to her work in film and television, Susan was a dedicated theater actress, performing in various off-Broadway productions over the years. Her stage presence was magnetic, and she quickly garnered a following of fans who admired her for her emotional depth and her ability to transform into any character. Critics often lauded her for her ability to disappear into her roles, making every performance feel fresh and new. Beyond her acting career, Susan was known for her kind-hearted nature and her advocacy for various charitable causes. She spent much of her life supporting the arts, particularly helping young actors who were just starting out in their careers. Susan was also passionate about animal welfare, regularly working with rescue organizations and raising awareness for the adoption of pets in need. Those who knew her often spoke of her generosity and her unwavering support for others, whether they were fellow actors, aspiring artists, or individuals she met in her personal life. In her later years, Susan took a step back from the limelight, choosing to focus on her personal life and her family. She found joy in spending time with her loved ones, often taking trips to secluded spots to relax and recharge. Though she had many opportunities to return to the stage and screen, Susan felt a deep sense of peace in her decision to live a quieter life, far from the pressures of fame. Susan Senko's passing leaves a void in the entertainment world, but her legacy will live on through the performances she left behind. She may not have been a household name to everyone, but to those who saw her work, she was a true artist. Susan's contributions to the world of acting, both on stage and screen, will continue to inspire aspiring performers for years to come. Her kindness, humility, and dedication to her craft are qualities that will never be forgotten, and she will be deeply missed by all who had the privilege to know her. Cristina Barque. Cristina Barque, a talented Brazilian singer and songwriter, passed away at the age of 74, leaving behind a remarkable legacy in the world of music. Known for her distinctive voice and unique style, Cristina's contribution to Brazilian popular music is celebrated by those who cherish the rich cultural tapestry she helped create. Her career spans several decades, during which she captivated audiences with her heartfelt songs and performances. She is remembered not only for her vocal prowess but also for her dedication to preserving and evolving Brazilian music. Born in Rio de Janeiro, Cristina was introduced to music at an early age. Growing up in a family where music was a constant presence, she quickly developed a love for the art form. From a young age, Cristina was drawn to the sounds of Brazilian folk and popular music, and by her teenage years, she was already writing and composing her own songs. Her early exposure to music legends like Elis Regina and Gal Costa shaped her sound, which would later become synonymous with a blend of traditional and contemporary Brazilian music. Cristina's musical career began in the 1960s, a period of significant social and political change in Brazil. She emerged as one of the leading voices in the MPB, Música Popular Brasileira, movement, a genre that combined Brazilian rhythms with elements of jazz, bossa nova, and international pop music. Her debut album, released in the early 1970s, showcased her deep understanding of the cultural and political landscape of the time. With a voice that could convey both strength and vulnerability, Cristina's music resonated deeply with listeners, particularly those seeking an outlet for the political and social turmoil of the era. Throughout her career, Cristina recorded numerous albums that captured the diverse spirit of Brazilian music. She collaborated with various legendary musicians, further solidifying her place in the Brazilian music scene. Whether performing intimate ballads or energetic samba-infused tracks, Cristina's ability to tell stories through songs set her apart from many of her contemporaries. Her lyrics, often poetic and reflective, spoke of love, life, and the complexities of the human experience. In addition to her musical achievements, Cristina was an active figure in promoting Brazilian music worldwide. She toured extensively, performing on stages across Latin America, Europe, and the United States, introducing international audiences to the sounds of Brazil. Her work helped bring Brazilian music to a global stage, earning her recognition beyond her home country. Cristina also made a significant impact as a mentor and teacher, passing on her knowledge to younger generations of musicians. Her willingness to share her experiences and the wisdom she gained over the years made her a beloved figure within the Brazilian music community. Away from the public eye, Cristina was known for her humility and devotion to her family. Despite the fame she achieved, she remained grounded and focused on the things that mattered most to her: her art, her family, and her love for Brazil's rich cultural heritage. Her passing marks the end of an era for Brazilian music, but her songs will continue to inspire future generations. Cristina Barque's work will live on, forever etched in the hearts of those who were fortunate enough to hear her music. She leaves behind a legacy that is a testament to the power of music to transcend borders, cultures, and time itself. Pope Francis. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, passed away at the age of 88, leaving behind an indelible mark on the Catholic Church and the world. As the 266th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis was known for his humility, compassion, and unwavering commitment to social justice, becoming one of the most beloved figures in modern history. His papacy was defined by a desire to make the Church more inclusive, focusing on the poor, marginalized, and those in need of a voice. Born on December 17, 1936, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Jorge Mario Bergoglio was raised in a working-class family. His early life was shaped by the values of compassion and service, which would later guide his leadership of the Catholic Church. After entering the seminary, he quickly rose through the ranks of the Church, becoming a priest, then a bishop, and eventually the Archbishop of Buenos Aires. Throughout his career, Bergoglio was known for his deep spirituality, his intellectual prowess, and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. In 2013, following the resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, Cardinal Bergoglio was elected as the first pope from the Americas, taking the name Pope Francis. His selection was groundbreaking, symbolizing a new direction for the Catholic Church. As the first pope from Latin America, he brought a fresh perspective to the papacy, emphasizing the need for greater outreach to the global south, where the Church was experiencing rapid growth. Pope Francis was a pope of firsts. He was the first pope to take the name Francis, inspired by Saint Francis of Assisi, a saint known for his devotion to the poor and his love for nature. This choice reflected Pope Francis' deep commitment to the issues of poverty, environmental justice, and peace. He was a staunch advocate for social change, speaking out against income inequality, climate change, and the excesses of capitalism. His encyclical, Laudato Si', called for urgent action to combat environmental degradation and protect the planet for future generations. One of Pope Francis' most notable traits was his humility. He chose to live simply, in contrast to the traditional papal lifestyle. He declined the lavish papal apartment, opting instead for a modest residence, and he often made spontaneous visits to the sick, the homeless, and those in need. His humility and willingness to embrace the struggles of the poor earned him the respect and admiration of people around the world. Beyond his focus on social justice, Pope Francis also worked to modernize the Church. He sought to make the Church more inclusive and welcoming, particularly for women, LGBTQ+ individuals, and those who felt alienated by traditional teachings. His leadership style was characterized by openness and dialogue, and he encouraged the Church to reach out to those on the margins of society. Pope Francis' legacy will be remembered for his tireless efforts to bring the teachings of Christ to life in a modern world, his advocacy for the poor and the oppressed, and his ability to inspire millions of people with his message of love, mercy, and compassion. His passing marks the end of a transformative era for the Catholic Church and the world. Pope Francis leaves behind a church that is more focused on serving others, a planet that is more aware of the need for environmental stewardship, and a global community that has been touched by his unwavering commitment to peace and justice. His influence will continue to shape the Church for generations to come. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox, the beloved actor and advocate, passed away at the age of 63, leaving behind a legacy that transcends his fame in Hollywood. Known for his roles in iconic television shows and movies like Family Ties and Back to the Future, Fox became a household name and a symbol of resilience and hope. His story is one of overcoming tremendous odds, facing personal challenges with grace, and inspiring millions worldwide. Born on June 9, 1961, in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Michael J. Fox's early life set the stage for his incredible career. He moved to the United States with his family at a young age and soon found his passion for acting. His breakthrough came when he landed the role of Alex P. Keaton in Family Ties in 1982, a sitcom that would make him an instant star. Fox's portrayal of the conservative, ambitious teenager in a liberal household resonated with audiences, earning him multiple awards and establishing him as one of the brightest stars of the 1980s. In 1985, Fox's career reached new heights with the release of Back to the Future, a film that would become a cultural touchstone. His portrayal of Marty McFly, the time-traveling teenager, made Fox a global icon. The film's success led to 2 sequels, cementing his place in cinematic history. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Fox continued to star in both television and film, earning critical acclaim for his versatility and comedic timing. However, in 1991, Michael J. Fox's life took a dramatic turn when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a neurodegenerative disorder that affects movement and coordination. At the time of his diagnosis, Fox was only 29 years old, and the news shocked both his fans and the entertainment industry. Despite the diagnosis, Fox continued to act, keeping his condition private for several years. His courage in the face of this debilitating disease, however, began to inspire people far beyond Hollywood. In 1998, Fox made the bold decision to go public with his diagnosis, founding the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. Through this foundation, He dedicated himself to raising awareness and funding research to find a cure for Parkinson's disease. His unwavering commitment to the cause, combined with his advocacy and fundraising efforts, helped transform the landscape of Parkinson's research. The foundation became one of the largest nonprofit organizations focused on Parkinson's disease, and its impact continues to be felt worldwide. Fox's public battle with Parkinson's never defined him, though. His ability to continue acting, even as his condition progressed, was a testament to his resilience. He continued to star in TV shows like Spin City, where he won additional Emmy Awards, despite struggling with physical challenges on set. His courage in continuing to work while managing the disease resonated deeply with audiences, many of whom saw him not only as a talented actor but as a true hero in real life. Fox's personal story was one of hope, perseverance, and determination. His decision to live life fully despite Parkinson's disease inspired millions to live with purpose, regardless of the challenges they faced. He was an advocate not only for Parkinson's research but for mental health awareness, often speaking openly about the emotional toll that his diagnosis took on him and his family. Michael J. Fox leaves behind a legacy of entertainment and advocacy. His acting career will always be remembered, but it is his work outside of Hollywood that will truly define his legacy. His efforts to advance Parkinson's research, raise awareness about the disease, and show others that it is possible to live a fulfilling life with a chronic illness will inspire future generations. The world has lost a beloved figure, but Michael J. Fox's impact will continue to live on through his foundation, his films, and the countless lives he touched with his courage and kindness. His passing marks the end of an era, but his message of hope, determination, and resilience will forever resonate with those who knew his story.